On a still there. I mean, I don't go come back.
To plug in and put play. It is simple. You can do it yourself.
Amazing, guys. How we doing? Impact Catalysts. I think I'm good now.
FZ, have you gone and come back?
The slides.
Since that time.
Hello, can you hear me now? Can anyone hear me over there?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, amazing. Good evening, everyone. Thank you
Good
so
evening.
much. Yeah, thank you so much for joining me into this section. So I think let me see how many people do we have here. Okay. Okay.
And I know we'll come on for that place.
So amazing. Let's get started now. I think we have quite a number of people online already. So thank you so much, everyone, for making time to join us today. This is just our normal Q&A section for the week. I've not had time to have this section for, I think we didn't have it last week. So today we're just going to have a Q&A section. Yes, amazing. I hope my voice is audible enough.
Very clear. Yes.
Okay, amazing. So the way we do this section is, I believe if you've gone through the program, you should have some questions that you like us to talk about. Maybe you have something you're working on, you want us to discuss that. So we do that on these sections. And also, I think at the end of the section, we are also going to talk about the 90 days challenge I put out, which is to help 100 people generate $1 million each before November 30th. So if you have a question or you just want to do to ensure that it's orderly, just raise your hand. There's a sign on your Zoom that says raise your hands, right? Raise your hands and then we can call you up to ask your questions. Where are you, bro? Yes. Okay, if you have a question, raise your hands. Amazing. We have Umbong Daniel. You can go ahead. Mr. Umbong Daniel, kindly unmute. Yes, amazing.
Yeah, this is Ubong Daniel.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you. First of all, I want to really take time to appreciate you, Dr. Dreams, for the opportunity you've given to us to learn. And this forum, it's been very, very exciting and very eye-opening. So thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Well, these are my questions. I will just put them together. In getting to build an automated, a profit automated system, are there some initial things that one has to register with CAC? That's with CAC before using them on his online business. Example, business name or things like that. That's the first question.
Okay.
Secondly, does one need to have a website, build a website first before he starts advertising for his product or starting to sell? Now, if one doesn't have to do that, then how does one begin to deliver his or her initial courses or products when somebody advertises? Like, for example, now we are receiving this course on your website, on the website. So if we don't have to have a website, how do we deliver the product or the course?
Okay.
Those are my questions. Thank you.
Amazing. That's a very beautiful question. And don't allow. Okay. So the first question is about yes. If you should register your business name before you start this business. Honestly, you don't need to do that. You can start, because for me, I like the concept of starting small and just removing all the restrictions that will limit you from getting your sales. Because the most important thing really is to identify a problem that people are willing to pay money for. And once you can have a proof of concept in that regard that, okay, people are willing to pay money for this stuff, then you start building the other aspects of the business. So for instance, given the new tax laws, I'm going to encourage everyone, when you start making good money, you start, building a normal corporate structure for your business. Because I tell everybody in this thing, this is a business. It's not just something you just do on the side, right? You take it as a business and it's going to, pay you that way. So, but for the initial stages when you are starting out, it's not necessary at all. You can just get started with your own personal account and even just, start testing your ideas and see what the market says. People are buying good. Now you know that something is, you found a problem that people are willing to pay for. So that's the first thing. So the first week of the program was just about getting a proof of concept, identifying a problem, identifying somebody that needs that solution, and then going to sell that solution to them. That is the idea of the solution, which we call the minimum viable sales, the minimum viable product, right? And then the second question about your website. So in week 3 of the program, we start talking about how can you start building the structures of this entire business. That's what we now talk about, your minimum viable sales process. which is going to allow you to start selling even without a website. So it's when you start building structure, even for me, when I started, I think even with the things I shared in week 3, I was already doing about 15, 20 million naira before I even started doing the real automation, which I talked about in week 5. So if you look at the program, it has been structured in such a way that the more you go into it, the more advanced it becomes. But the goal here is not to overwhelm you at the beginning stage, rather to give you momentum, to start helping you generate money from the first stages. And as you keep going, you keep building the other components that needs the entire thing to function, that you need to, for it to function. So at the beginning stages, you don't need no website. When it's time for you to build your automation, when you know that before you go talk about automation, you must have a very solid product that people are actually demanding for, that they are begging to buy, right? And that starts with you using the traditional aspect we talk about, which is the organic ways of, you know, approaching people and seeing how they buy. When you know that, okay, this people wants it, and you build your entire thing, then from week 2, you now talk about, okay, how do I take this thing online? Whereby I start running minimum small ads. But for you to run ads, you must have a structure in place that can convert the ads into money. That's what we talk about, that the sales processes in week 3 and the conversion mechanisms in week 3. Then before we now talk about ads in week 4. So after ads, then week 5, we'll now talk about real core automation, where you can now build the entire thing to run itself, right? But everything has to build upon each other. So from the beginning, you don't need to worry about the website and all of those things. Just follow the structure, the strategy that I've put in place, right? Because that's how I've been able to test the market, you know, get results. When I say get results, I'm talking about the things I shared from week 1 to week 4 alone. Those have generated more than 50 million naira, you know, in sales. Even I think up to 100 in sales, right? Just using those systems alone. Before I talk about core automation. So that's how you go about the entire process. Just follow it step by step. Yes.
All right. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I'm
You're
grateful.
welcome. Amazing.
Yeah.
So do we have any other questions? Just raise your hands. Look at your Zoom. You're going to see the sign to raise your hands. I had to unmute everybody so that people don't just come interrupting. So raise your hands, and I'm going to ask you to unmute yourself, and then you can ask your questions. So to throw more light with, depending when we get another question, to throw more light on that question you just asked. One thing I need everyone to really understand about this entire process is, you know, if you look at the traditional way of doing business in Nigeria, or let me just use Nigeria as a case study, right? You realize that people make a mistake whereby they want to do a business, then they first go invest a huge capital and time, resources into building that business, into buying things, buying products, renting the office, shop, and whatever thing they need to make that business function. And they don't spend enough time to go into the real thing that will make the business generate money, which is getting customer. So you now find out that most people now go through the process, and they, after investing millions into this business, which is one stupid mistake I made in the initial stage of my life, they now realize that nobody actually wants this business. Nobody wants to patronize you. You now start hustling, grinding, knocking your head on the wall, trying to figure out how can you start making, breaking even, right? So my entire strategy in this entire business is just simple. Test the market first. Don't go first create a product. Rather, you find a problem and test if people want to solve that problem. And the only way you can know if somebody wants to solve the problem is when they give you money first. And people ask me, how can you tell them to give you money when you've not created this thing? That's the idea. Yeah. If the problem is a burning problem, they don't have a problem paying you money upfront for the solution, because they really want to solve that problem. So when you have a problem like that, then now you know that the market actually wants this entire thing. You cannot go into the entire process of building it, adding the structures, fleshing it out, you know, creating a core product. This allows you one simple ability, which is you don't invest money upfront. you also don't invest time upfront into a product, into a problem that nobody wants to solve. So that's really the entire process of this entire thing. Mr. K-Inde, unmute yourself.
Okay, good evening. Can you hear me?
Okay, yeah, Mrs. K-Inde, good evening. How are you doing?
Thank you. Fine, thank you. Well done. You're doing a great job.
Thank
Okay,
you.
so my question is to run the ads on Facebook. You said we can't use a new account. It has to be an old account, right?
Yes.
Okay, so when we run the ads, is it going to bring up our name? I just want to have an idea, or it's just to run ads. It doesn't necessarily have to bring up your name.
Okay. That's all?
Yes, that's all I want to ask.
Okay. So that's a beautiful question. When it comes to running ads, there are two platforms on Facebook. That is social. Every social media has this, by the way, right? TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, every platform you see out there where content is a thing has this ability. So there are two aspects of it. One is for business owners and one is for individuals, the consumers. So the consumers are people who go on social media and consume content, watch content, and just waste their time, right? The marketers, the business owners are people who go on social media to use a platform to market their products. That way they pay the platform to show their products to people who needs it. So when you are running ads, you have your personal account as a normal user, right? And then if you want to go into marketing on platforms like that, on any social media platform, you have to create a business account that is telling the platform that I am not just a consumer, I'm an entrepreneur and I want to market my product on your platform. So that's when you now go register your business account. But your business account is tied and linked to your personal account, which is your ordinary account you use on social media. And I talk more about that in the week 4, where I expose how you can create your Facebook pages and all. So the first thing you have to do when you comes to marketing on social media is you have to have a business page. Your business page could be your business name or your personal name. The one I use is Charles eDreams. That's where I market my core programs for. But I have other business pages that does not carry my name, which are attached to other of my automated businesses. So you could decide to use your personal name or use a business name when you are creating that business page. But personally, I recommend you use your personal name for one reason and one reason only. People connect to other individuals easily online. It's easy to build trust with real individuals than a business, because you will be like, this business is just, okay, let's just use something like, let me say I'm selling my products from eDreams University page, right? It makes a lot of sense for the traditional way of doing things, but then again, it's not going to create a lot of personal relationship, right? So most people want to come to your page and they want to see that you are a real human being that has content that they can consume and get to know who you are. Because the first thing in the online space is building trust, and you can only build trust when it comes to having building a relationship with your audience, and that comes with building a personal page. So I will recommend a personal page, which you are going to understand how to build in week 4. So that's it. You don't have to. And the beautiful thing about the personal page is this. When you build your personal page and then you start running ads on your personal page, your ads are not going to show up in your personal account. What I mean by this is, if somebody just comes to your personal account, they're not going to see your ads. So your friends don't even need to know that you are actually running you are selling a product in that page, unless you target your own page viewers or page visitors. So that's how the entire system works. So you have to create a business page, which can either carry your personal name, which I recommend personally, because sometimes they are going to also ask you to verify these details. That is, they're going to ask you to submit your ID. So if it has your personal name and the ID is the same. So now it can allow them to easily verify you without any issues. So that's just how it works. I hope that's all. That's all for your question, though.
Okay, thank you for the clarification. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay, yeah. So currently, I have a personal page, like you said, an individual page, and I have like, I don't know if I can call it a business page. It's like a promotion page because I'm an author. So I
Okay.
created a page for that. Okay. Though I have just like it gives me the option of running ads. I have like just 20 followers because I just started. So I
Okay.
don't know, and it's not in my name. It's in the name of my book that I wrote. So
Okay.
now I don't know if I can use that or I should create, or can I create another business page with my name still, with my existing account? That's my individual account. So
Okay.
which would you recommend? Should I go with the one that is already existing but not in my name, or I should create another one in my name with my existing account?
So create a new one with your name, with your in your existing account. That allows you to, since you're an author, you can easily sell books, sell courses, sell whatever thing you need with that page, right? Whereby you are
Okay.
you now start building your brand on that page. So the things you believe in, you share it, some of the contents you believe in, and all of this. So when people come to your page, and maybe they see your ads, they want to find out who you are, they can just go to your page and see some of your content and be like, okay, I like what this person stands for. I don't like what the person stands for. They can now go their way, right? So get a personal page, a business page on your name, right? That's a professional page. Yes.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, you're welcome. So we have Busayo. Good evening. Is that a lady's name?
Yeah, yes. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening, madam.
Good
How you
evening,
doing?
Dr. Edwin. Thank you so much for this wonderful time we are having with you.
Amazing. You're welcome.
Some of my questions you have answered through the last speaker. But what I want to clarify again is that in my Facebook account, because I have an NGO and I have 2 pages already attached to my Facebook account.
Okay.
The page for my NGO and the page for another initiative in the NGO. So, and the name in my Facebook account is my name. I put in the middle my maiden name and then my husband's name. So it's like a compound name, sort of. The reason why I put the maiden name in the middle, Facebook is to get your friends that you have known before, and many of them know me with the maiden name. That was why I put that, so as to attract the old friends. So I want to add, because you were saying that our name should, when we create the business name, it has to be the name in our ID card, like our passport or whatever. So, and I know my maiden name is not in my passport, it's not in my ID. So do I need, for this purpose, to create another one, or I can remove the maiden name in this present one? And then if I create my business account, will it still, and I put my 2 names, the Busayo Bishakin that is showing now, and will it be saying that it's not the same person, or will it still be, because the 2 names are there, can it still be attached to that account? That's my first question. And the second one is, I have made a video for the Earn As You Learn.
Okay.
And partner with Edream Limited. And I made a video, and friends have been calling me how to sign up until I was able to edit it, and I was able to put the link. And then the kind of the one I've been seeing for people that have been doing the promotion of Dream Limited. I could see that it's Dream that is showing there and it's being sponsored, sort of. So my own, even though it's attracting my friends on Facebook, is not bringing out that look. So I don't know how to go about that. So these are my questions. Thank you.
Amazing. So the name you're talking about, if the name is on your personal page, your personal Facebook account, I know that you don't have a direct what's it called, a direct ID card that can match that name. I would suggest you edit it to match your personal your ID card, right? Why? Because in some points when you are running ads, the platform is going to want to verify you to ensure that you're not somebody who wants to scam people, you know. So so when they want to verify you, they are going to ask you to submit your ID. In that process of submitting your ID, if the name does not match, they're going to deactivate your account immediately. They are going to assume you're a scammer. So it's also advisable that your personal Facebook page that you're going to use to run your ads, which you are going to connect your business account to, has your original name that is contained on your official documents, passports or your driver's license or voter's card, one of those three. So that's one. Then for the other one, you see the other Get Paid Telemetry platform you're talking about. So those ads are run specifically on my own pages, right? For my clients who have gone through the process, the program, and they say, okay, this is something that they want to attach their face to. So there's a partnership behind that scene. So I manage those ones personally. So if you're going to run those on your account, you're going to be on your own pages, right? And that's if you want to run them sponsored. If you want to do sponsored ad, which I always recommend that you wait till you get to week 4, go through that training, then you understand how sponsored ads are run. And
I've got it to week 4.
Okay, amazing. Another thing is for the Get Paid Telemetry platform, we are doing a challenge, right? For people who want to generate at least 1 million naira in the next 90 days. The challenge expires November 30th. So I'm going to start that challenge next week. This is already Sunday. That is this coming weekend, right? I'm going to start that challenge this coming weekend. I'm going to be releasing a series of videos where I'm going to explain the things you have to do, how to do it to take advantage of the Get Paid Telemetry platform. In there, all you just have to do is get your Facebook ready, get a laptop ready, get your Get Paid Telemetry link ready, okay, and then what again? You also need. I think those are the things. If there's any other one, I'm also going to.
I already have my link ready, and I have a laptop and all that, so I'm ready. I'm good to go for that.
Okay, amazing then. Amazing. So when that one starts, we are going to have I'm going to be posting a training for how to take advantage of that platform. So then I'm also going to give you videos that you can promote on your own pages to ensure that you get people to sign up with your link and then get your commission from there. So that will be on our next section.
All right. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, madam. I don't understand. I thought I already paid for this thing. Temi Tukbe, good evening.
Okay, good evening.
Yes, good evening.
Good evening. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay, yeah. Thanks for the training. We've been having a nice time with it, even though I've been skipping the classes and all that. But my challenge is, I have an account, a Facebook account in my name, and I now created a professional page, under it. But I discovered that I don't know. I didn't even know that problem was as is still existing on my account because at the time I discovered that I couldn't run ads on page. What they said was the problem almost 3 or 4 years ago. If not now that I now got interest again, after following, your whatever, and then some other people about all this AI and so many other things. So I got
Yes.
interested again to go online and then begin to do online running of ads and some other things. So, but I discovered that my page is that account, my ad manager or whatever account is still disabled as it is 4 years ago. So I
Okay.
couldn't do anything. But the way I discovered was that I was trying to, put so many cards, and start running ads. But I discovered that the card they were saying verify. I've tried so many cards, Shipper Cash card, Cartonic card. I was like, was it those cards that were having problems until I now find out that ad page or my ad account is disabled, and I don't know what to do from this point. So I've been like, I was even thinking I was going to reach out to you personally or something. But thank God this came up. So yeah.
So, in regards, if your account has been deactivated, I think if since when again, what year was it deactivated again?
Sincerely, I think it's been for like almost 4 years because when I couldn't just do anything, I just abandoned. I don't know what they said I did or whatever. I can't even remember anything, So,
Okay.
and I was trying to see how it can be fixed so that, the account can be open to run ad,
Okay. So normally this is the thing that happens when you want to run ad for the first time, especially when you don't know how to do it. Most people just go ahead and try it and then they deactivate their account. And what you're supposed to do at that time is to send them your verification IDs, right? They are going to verify your account and be like, okay, this person is legit, and then they are going to reactivate it. But since it's been that long, you are going to assume that you don't have an ID card. I think they are going to shut your account down. So there's no way to recover that account again because I think at 4 years it should be that account should be done. What I can recommend to you now is if you can find somebody, a friend or a family member that somebody that can give you access to their own account, then you can now use your account to create your business account whereby you can use that one to start running ads. Then go create on a new Facebook account, but you don't use the Facebook account to run ads now. Just create it and then verify it with your ID card and leave it to stay for some while, maybe 3 months, 2 months, 3 months, right? And as you're leaving it, it's going to be building, right? While you're using this other platform, this other person's account to run your ads. Then at some point when you have maybe like 3 months, you can now connect your own personal account to that's your business asset, which is your Facebook page, right? Because that Facebook page is not shown on the person's profile in the normal social media. It's only when you log in from the back end you are going to see your Facebook page there that's carrying your name, right? So later down the line, when you start having momentum and you're running ads, then and your own new account is building, you can then attach it to that's your page, Facebook page, right? To allow you manipulate it from your own personal account. So you wouldn't need the person's account anymore. So this is the loophole you can go around that. But don't create a Facebook page today. I mean, a Facebook account today and start using it to run ads. They're going to block it because they're going to assume you're a scammer because of the algorithm. So just use somebody. That's the only solution right now. Find somebody that has an account. Yeah, that you can log in with your account, use it to create a business account, and then create your Facebook page on that business account, and then you can take it from there.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you.
You're welcome. God's time. Good evening. God's time. Kindly unmute yourself.
Okay, I think I just did that.
All right, amazing. Good evening. How are you doing?
Okay, good evening, doctor. As a matter of fact, I have been trying to get the opportunity to just tell you, appreciate you for all the good work you have been doing.
You're welcome.
For me, I
Appreciate
think
you.
you're fulfilling your purpose. You are affecting your world, and that is beautiful. Okay, so I actually came in not quite long because I've been out, so I just joined.
Okay.
So I just want to ask a few questions.
Okay.
Obviously, I have to create a new business account, because I don't have one. So I'll just attach it to my existing personal account. Now,
Okay.
my question is this. I'm a professional in a way. I'm into renewable energy and then electronic security systems. Renewable energy, I mean inverter and solar power.
Hmm.
Electronic security, I mean CCTV, access control, GPS car tracking, and then intruder and fire alarm systems.
Okay.
Now, I just realized that we have a lot of young people who really don't know how to come into this business, except that they have to pay a lot to start. And I don't think they need to pay a lot to start, because the market is so big, and we just want to help younger ones to key into the market. Now, I just want to know if it's appropriate for me to go into teaching people to know these skills, to learn these trades online, and then maybe charge a little using the online business ads. I don't know if that line of business is appropriate for this kind of
Okay.
because I am not actually asking them to go online and go into automation of profit. I'm just asking them to go online and learn a skill within a week or two and be professional at it, and then buy maybe my newsletter or whatever.
Okay. That's a very, very beautiful one. And one of the things I would say that is really affecting us in this country is the fact that those who know do not share. I think that's really one of the biggest problems we have in Nigeria. That's why I was having a conversation with someone the other day. I said the major thing about that's affecting our society today is that the youths, the young people today who are supposed to be leaders and be innovators, they are confused, they are lost because the right information is not there. For me, where I grew up, the only idea that was sold to us that would make you make it is that you have to become a politician and start stealing money from the government. Okay. And every other route did not make any sense. And this is because of the level of information that we had access to. So my point being this: if you have something that has helped you in life, even I talked about this in the program, right? If you have anything that has helped you, you're a professional in something for years, and you've gained so much knowledge in this field. I would argue that when you started, however many years ago you started, the things you knew then and the things you know now are not on the same level. The amount of money the amount of money you're making then and the amount of money you're making now are not the same. Why? Because the more you go into any field, the more you know. So what I'm trying to say here is this: if there's a way you could shorten the learning curve for someone else to get into this field and use that for themselves, in that process, you are doing two things. Number one is you are impacting somebody to help them get their shit together, while you are also impacting yourself to help your finances get better as well. So this can also be an extra income stream whereby it's just something you put on the side. And when you do something like that, it's going to do two things for you, which is help you build your reputation as the expert in this field. So what I mean by this now is this: if I see somebody who is helping other people get into an industry, maybe they are showing them how to start a solar installation business, they're teaching them all of these things. If I want to install solar, that's the person I'm going to meet, because I'm going to assume that person is a professional, because you can only teach something you know, right? So to answer your question, yes, 100%, that's going to be an amazing, amazing idea if you work on it, because that's going to allow you to impact others with your knowledge far and wide. You know, they don't have to be around you to learn the skill. And the beautiful thing about
Mm.
that is, again, is I think I was having a conversation with a client about this, which is when you do something like that, guess what? You could now be the one supplying these students material when they go out there to get jobs, right? So that's
Yeah.
killing,
Okay.
that's killing two birds with one stone, whereby you now have an army of loyal students who really believe in what you're saying, because what you're saying is what's helping them make money. And then, you know, you are going to also be that supplier, whereby you're also selling your inverters or whatever thing you're doing. So it's a win-win for everyone. It's a beautiful one, yeah.
Mm.
The only
All right. Thank
thing
you
I
very
would,
much.
yes, to add to that, the only thing I would say you should look through when you are developing this entire framework is, remember, the person you want to focus on is that individual that don't have the knowledge you have. That is, if you could go back to maybe however how long you started, maybe 10 years ago, 5 years ago, right? When you started this journey, I believe that time it was confusing. There was a lot of confusion, a lot of questions in your mind, right? So all you are just doing is shorten the learning curve, right? From when they can
Yeah, sure.
get results, right? From when they can get started and get results. So that way, whatever they need to know, how they can get clients, how they can sell their service, how they can install the stuff, what they need, the tools they need, all of these things need to be contained in that program to answer that question for that beginner, so that when they start using it, it could be an online video training, right? I have somebody who's doing this, an online video training, whereby they can watch the video and be like, okay, this is how you install this is how you install it. They can now go practice, and then from there, you know, they start building their life as well. So that's a very, very beautiful one.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
You're welcome. So we have this name is going to bite. Forgive me, please. I don't know how to pronounce tribal names. Ijen Ganga. Ijen Ganga. Sorry, apologies. Yeah. Ijen Ganga. Ah, Jesus. Learn how to speak tribes. Can you go ahead, please? I've asked you to unmute yourself. Is the person there? IJENGANGA. Okay, let's go to the next person, since I think the person is not yet. Ubonk Daniel. I think you've come before.
Thank you. Yeah. I just wanted to ask something to be clarified concerning opening a business page linked to your own personal accounts on Facebook.
Okay.
Does the business name that one is going to use to open the business page has to be somebody's name, my name, that's person's name, or it can have a business name, but on the person, on my name. Like, say somebody wants to open a business page that it would just tag like Strings Plus, but on his name.
Okay.
And now uses his name and credentials to register.
Okay.
I want you to just guide.
Okay.
Just clarify.
So personally, there are two ways to go about this. Yeah. I have other products that are not tied to my business, to my personal page on Instagram or Facebook, right? So those products has to do with other problems that I'm solving as well, but they don't need my face to be involved in the process, because I don't want to attach those to my brand. So those pages that I use to sell those products have different names, right? I have different business names that's relating to that product. So you could do the same thing. But if you know that whatever thing you want to, whatever problem you are trying to solve, like this person who says they want to, they are professional solar installer and all of these things, right? Someone like that who's a professional at something, I would advise you use your personal name, because in that regard, you'll be able to now build your brand as well, and that will allow you, dominate your market when it's your name, They are okay. I'm looking for the best solar in the world. Who's the person? It's Michael. That's the person. Go and search him on social media, right? You go find the person, right? So these are all intentional when you think about it long term. If the problem you are solving is something that you want to solve long term, for me, when I started the profit automation product, I wasn't really trying to sell another course or just create another solution to a problem. No, I wanted something that I could scale and build my brand around because it's something that I want to attach to my own personal mission. So that means I have to put my face behind the product. So if that's something you are doing, your name is important in that regard. But if it's something about maybe something you just want to, remove your attach, remove your personality from and just let it be a separate entity, that's also cool. But personally, I always advise that you go for things you can attach to your personal brand. Why? Because this is going to allow you build your reputation long term. Because if you look at the way the world is going right now, from the last 10 years, right, one of the most important things that is happening right now is that people are building a name for themselves on social media, and it's intentional because that's where the world is revolving towards. That's where we are heading, right? It's going to get to the time. Even at this point in time, if you want to apply for visas or do certain transactions with people, they're going to go search your name on social media and be like, who is this person? So based on what you've put out there, that the information would inform the person on who you are and if you are somebody that can actually trust and do business with. So all those are things you want to put into consideration when you are building this whole thing. That's why I always encourage people to do everything with their personal brand. It's important. It allows you build very good products that that would help people, and it also allows you to build your brand as well. That is a name for yourself. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're
I'm
welcome.
grateful.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. It's Ijengaga. Yeah, now. Apologies for the way I'm pronouncing that name. I don't think that's the right pronunciation. I think the person is not here. So let's go to Mr. Emmanuel Salako. Kindly unmute yourself. Yes, you're not audible though. Hello?
Hello, sir.
Yes, I can hear you now.
I'm having two questions, sir.
Okay.
Yeah. The first question has to do with what qualifies someone to participate in this challenge.
Okay.
That's the first question. And the second question is just to know the time the next Zoom meeting like this will be coming up, because this is my first time of joining Zoom meeting, so that
Okay.
I will know when to make myself available.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much. So, your first question, which is around the qualification around how to join the Get Paid to Learn mentorship platform, the challenge, I mean. So that's, you just have to have ask your Get Paid to Learn mentorship link ready, and also get a laptop. Why a laptop? Because for that challenge, I'm thinking of two ways to go about the challenge, which is either do a Zoom call like this in 5 days time frame, whereby I explain the entire process. We'll do it practically, or I do a pre-recorded video whereby I record the video. I think I'm going to do a Zoom link and then put out the recording. I think that's going to be better, whereby we can talk about this and I show you the things you're supposed to do. And as I'm doing them, you are doing the same thing. And for me, I'm going to be using my laptop to do the work. So it's going to be easy for you to follow along when you are seeing what I'm doing and you are going to the same places. There's so much limitation when it comes to the things you can do on your phone. So that's why I always advise you use a laptop especially when it comes to running the ads. That's the entire platform is built around having a computer, right? But you can still do it on a mobile phone. But personally, I do not really, based on the stress that is involved in the phones, because there are a lot of complications around that when you are doing it on your mobile phone. That's why I advise the laptop. So get your laptop ready and just get your link and be inside the Telegram community, because that's where we are going to be updating everything, right? So that's just there's no really, you don't have to do anything or pay anything, right? It's just be available to go through the training that I'm going to do. I'm going to do a core training on how, which is I'm going to launch a new ad. You are going to see the results real time. You're going to see how I approach it, what I do, and then I'm going to be showing you the result as the ad start generating money, right? This is how much it's generating. This is how much I'm making, right? You're going to be seeing all this calculation real time. So I'm just expecting you to follow along as I go through that process. So if you want to be among that challenge, you just get ready for that. We are starting by next week
All right.
Saturday. Yeah, not next week Saturday.
Okay.
Yes. So you asked for the time for our weekly session. So we didn't do
Zoom
one
meeting
last.
like this.
Yes. We didn't do one last week. Normally we have it every Saturday. That's the time we concluded. Every Saturday by 6, right?
Okay.
But
Okay.
sometimes, depending on my schedule, I might shift it to Friday or Sunday. Right, just depending on my schedule, because sometimes I might not be available on Saturday because of my own activities as well. So depending on my schedule, we might shift it, and that's where we are going to update you. But our normal time for the Zoom meeting, that is the Q&A section, is Saturdays by 6 p.m.
All right, sir. Sorry, Mr. Idris. In addition to that, when the Zoom started this evening, I somehow it got to a time that I was out of the something. So there are some questions that some people ask which I'm not opportune to listen to. So I'm asking: is there going to be is there a recorded video for our conversation so that some people like me who are somehow out can rejoin again and watch the video again? I mean, are we recording? Can we have the recorded video of what we are saying now, sir?
Yeah, it's been recorded. However, pending when I announce that, because I want to do something, I realize that some people depend on the recording, which I don't like, because I want people to be present and ask their questions and then have the feedback directly. So, but anyways, we are going to post the recording perhaps tomorrow.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah,
God bless you, sir.
You're welcome. You're welcome. God bless you too. So we have whose person is this again? Okay. Ijen Gaga, are you there now? I'm trying to get you to unmute yourself. I think the person might be struggling to unmute themselves. I don't know. I didn't comment anything yet though. Just joining the meeting. Okay. What's the next person? Okay. Okay, you are available now. You can go ahead. Not very clearly. You can try and increase the volume of your speaker or something.
That is why it's not clear.
Okay.
So I don't know if I can do another privilege talk, but if you can hear me, I can talk.
Okay, go ahead. I think I can hear you slightly. Just go ahead.
Okay, sir. Sorry for the challenges.
No, it's okay.
I actually want to thank you so much for the training so far, and I say may God empower you more as
Yeah, thank you.
driving on this path.
Thank you.
So
You too.
my question is, sir, I have a personal Facebook account.
Okay.
And at the same time, where I worked some time ago, I was led to create a business Facebook account, which was active just for a short period of time.
Okay.
So, having joined your training now, I decided to switch that business account to whatever a digital product I am about to embark on.
Okay.
So I now ask, because I can hear you saying for the previous people that asked the question, that there are some particulars that are needed when you want to run an advert on Facebook. So I now ask, seeing that I'm switching over to what I'm about to what I'm learning, will it keep the active for the business and the business flow in there, or I should create a different account?
Okay. So your personal Facebook, right? If you already have your personal Facebook, that's what
Yes, I
you are
have a
go-
personal Facebook, and I also have a business Facebook account.
Okay, good, amazing. That's beautiful. So the only name that has to correspond with your ID card is the one on your personal Facebook. That's the one you use to interact with your friends, right? The one you use to interact with your friends on social media. That's the one that needs to correspond with your personal ID
Yes,
card. Can you hear me?
no, it's very, very faint. I don't know if I will be privileged to ask this question again.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
A little bit better.
I think it should be around your side because my speakers are quite audible. So what I'm trying to say here is that the name that needs to be that correspond with your ID card is the one on your personal Facebook account, the one you use to interact with friends, right? That's the one that has to correspond with with your ID card, because that's what powers your business account, because it's linked to it. It's just like when you go register for a business name or a company name right now, they are going to ask you for your personal ID. Why? Because they need to link that business or company name to an individual. That is to say that this person is liable for this business, so that in case something happens, they know who to trace. So what I'm trying to say here is that when you create a business name on Facebook, it will be linked to your personal account. So that personal account is the one that needs to carry your personal name. So if you want to, when you want to create your business account and your business page, you could decide to use your personal name or decide to use a normal business name. That's your own choice. But I always recommend you use a personal name, right? But the main name on your personal account has to carry the same name on your ID card, just to avoid what the other man was talking about just now, which is he lost his account, right? Because Facebook, they are going to, when you start running ads, they are going to want to verify who you are, just to ensure that you are not selling anything that is affiliated with scamming people. So this is where they do all of those things, right? So because people use the platform for bad as well. So that's what I mean by that. So if you already have a business account, don't worry about it. You can still go ahead with that. Yeah. I hope that's clear though.
Like, I honestly, I didn't hear clearly what your response is, but on the contrary, can I use my personal Facebook account to run an advert if I wish to?
Not directly on your person. You have to use to create a. So when you get to week 4, I think I explained that entire thing there, right? Week 4. I'm also going to share the recording of this, and then you can listen through it to understand what I say. Okay, I think your network is very, very bad. Even here, I cannot hear you properly. So just in week 4, I'm going to yeah, you should take care of yourself.
By the time I just pray I'll be able to ask a question again.
Amazing. Okay, let's go to Victoria. Good evening.
Hello. Good evening, sir. Can you hear me?
Yeah, good evening. This voice, is it a man or a woman?
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening.
He's a man. Good evening.
Okay, good.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening. How you doing?
My Obenge master. Oh boy, sir. I so much appreciate your innovative idea in making this our condition in planning for the condition of poor people like us.
No, nobody's poor. Nobody's poor, actually. It's only
I
mindset.
don't know whether you can hear me.
Yes, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Yes. Like we say, is not preparing for the betterment of poor masses. They're only for their selfish interest. That's the reason why I use that word. But
Okay.
having innovative idea like this can as well provide solution for it.
Amazing. Amazing. That's true.
Yeah, sorry, I joined the meeting late, so I don't know whether if I'm repeating what others have asked. I'm a
Okay.
professional, and in my Facebook currently, I'm using professional dashboard. I don't know whether it can run that ad, or should I go further and create a business account with it?
Yes, yes. Create a business account with it. Because the reason for that is to protect your personal account. Because if they banned you from using Facebook, most time they banned your business accounts. Maybe you violate something, right? But if you are using your personal account directly, when they banned you, you're affecting your main personal account, and that would stop you from creating more business accounts. I know it's difficult to understand, but it's just the technology involved. The entire process is just created to ensure that they can protect this user, right? So that's why I always suggest with your personal account, go and create a business account. If you go to business.facebook.com, you're going to have in the training week 4, we talk about how to create that account. So you create the account, and then from that account, you're also using your personal account to link to it, right? So when you link to it, and then it's going to be created from that business account is where you now manage your ads from. That gives you more flexibility to run ads, to manage your ads properly, and to scale your ad as well. So get a business account.
Okay. Thank you, sir. That is only my question.
Amazing. You're welcome. Nice to meet you. So let's go to Festus. Good evening. Mr. Festus, kindly unmute yourself. Okay.
Yes, sir. Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, can hear you clearly.
Hello.
Yes, I can hear you.
Hi, sir. Okay. Thanks for all your good work, sir. I really appreciate your effort.
I appreciate you too. You're welcome.
Yeah, so I'm a content creator, so I have this to run ads for schools and other business. So my question is, should I use my content name or my real name on my business page?
Your content name or your real name or your business page? It depends on what you're selling. What are you selling though?
No, right now I'm running out for a school that they want more students. In data supply.
Okay.
So I'm running the house on that, and another one on oil business for them to sell their product online that they have good oil, they manufacture their stuff themselves, and they want customers. That is just the two things I'm looking towards now.
Okay. So each of those businesses have to have their own separate pages, right? So if you have a personal page and you want to run ads for those businesses, all you just have to do is create a Facebook account, a Facebook business account, and then create separate pages for each of these businesses. So you cannot manage ads. You cannot show your ads on those pages individually. So if you are doing for oil, your oil business, you can show it on that oil page. If you are doing for the school business, you can show it for that business page. So that way, they go out there to find their own customers instead of you confusing the algorithm, whereby you are showing oil ads and school ads on the same page. That's going to confuse the algorithm.
Okay, I got it. That is all. Thank you.
You're welcome, Mr. Festus. So go to Dorothy. Good evening.
Good evening, Mr. Idris.
Yeah,
I want
good
to
evening.
thank
How
you
are you
for
doing?
everything you've done. I'm well. I'm well. I just joined this your program. That was I think last week, because we are in a new week already.
Okay.
About the challenge, the 90 days challenge. I heard about you talked about how to get the link. So how am I going to get the link or something? Because I'm confused about that. So you get a laptop, get a link. I think
Okay.
that's all it's
Okay. In the lesson 1.7, I talked about how to create your own link, how to generate your link, right? The link is just to create have an identity with the system, so that when somebody, when we do the challenge and somebody joins through that link, it's going to be recorded on the platform. So lesson 1.7, that's where I talk about how to generate the link. When I still release the first section, or maybe when we do the Zoom session for that training on how to take advantage of that Get Paid to Learn Mentoring platform, I'm also going to show you how to create the link, right? So, but the link is in that 1.7. That's that's where I talked about how to create the link.
okay. I think that's
Yes.
all. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, madam. Have a wonderful evening.
Same here.
Okay. Dr. Itima, good evening. It's been a while.
Good evening, Dr. James.
How are you doing?
Good evening. I'm good. Please, quick one. I published, let me say, the skeleton of my book because I wasn't feeling too well. I have not completed the chapter 4, but I had a publication about my book. I'm almost done with the entire work. And my very first client is a man. My niche is women because I have a page I call Women's Matter, and we discuss everything about health, both financial health, emotional health, everything health. But this man has been on my neck. I see both sides. The thing, I don't know much about men. I only know about women because the title of my book is Broken but Becoming, an undiluted story from pain to victory. So the man got interested and said he's very interested and has been disturbing me. And the next thing he said, he doesn't like reading. Is there a way I can make an audio that he tried to explain his own aspect of brokenness? Honestly, I don't know that a man can be broken to that level. I just know that my niche is women because we are emotional beings. Men are not that complete logical people. So I didn't write this book for men.
Okay.
What do you do? You have to help me because the man needs help. Honestly, I even tried to do some research about counseling him, but that is going to stretch me out of what I'm doing. But what should I do, please? I need.
Amazing. That's that's really great. So you talk about broken but becoming, right? So the thing here is that if it's so, everybody has struggle, right? Being it a man, a woman, everybody has struggle, right? So if your book can help a man, definitely you wouldn't want to limit that information from the man, right? So the reason why I always advise people to niche down is because at the beginning stage, you can now understand your market. But then again, you are going to get to a place whereby certain books that were written for this profile, this individual in mind, can also work for this person because it's all about the strategy or the lessons that were shared in that material. So you say what is showing you now is a path to how you can start creating more for your product. For instance, now he just told you that he doesn't like reading. He wants an audio version. Okay. That's another way to increase your offer as well. Right. So if I'm going to add the audio version, this is the price for that. And then you can now go to another tier, which is counseling. Can be, okay, book a 1-hour session with me. I'm just going to have a conversation with you. And then based on what you say and from my own experience, I can counsel you or guide you on how to move forward. Right. So that's another tier for monetizing your knowledge and your experience already. So what I'm going to say is that don't limit it to just maybe focus on the way you are approaching it, right? For the women. But if a man comes in, take it. He's a client, right? And then from there, from your work with that man, you can now see how to create a male version of maybe the same material that you cannot, sell for male. So that's this stage is all about experiment to know what works, right? So
Okay.
if the one that's going to move the market the most is for men, then you add it to the product as well.
Dr. Jesus, most men are not as broken as women.
Who
And even my
said
page
that?
is strictly for women.
Who said that though?
My
Who
page
said
is
that?
strictly for women, but recently, since I posted that thing, recently men are following me on that page, and I'm like, this page is Women's Matter. What are men doing here? So right now, I'm like, okay, I need to, honestly, but from what you're saying, I think I'm going to undergo some research on how I can slot in something for men. Honestly, because he has been disturbing me. And when he tried to tell me his story is pathetic, I didn't know that men can be that broken. I thought it's only us that can be broken. But now I know I can do an audio version. I didn't even think of this, but I'm happy I have gotten this idea now. So I'm going to incorporate it. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. The thing is, every pain is constant. It's a thing that is not respectful of gender, right? Everybody goes through pain. We all suffer some way or the other. So definitely, if somebody can find a meaning or find clarity in your own struggle, that you don't want to hinder them from doing that, right? So that's why I'm just going to say, if men are coming, use your strategies and see if they can get result from there. Then from there, now you know that, okay, this is something that's universal. So you cannot tailor your messaging universally, but still focusing directly on women as you are beginning, right? Not that I'm telling you to spread your message to include both men and women. No, still focus on the women. But if a man comes, don't close the door, right? Because that man can also have a woman that they know, and then on that connection comes from there. Before you know it, more people get to know about that product.
Okay, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
You're welcome,
Thank you.
madam.
Then that, yeah.
All right. Shikwedum. Apologies if I don't pronounce that name well. You can go ahead. Shukudum. Abi Shukwedum.
Good evening, all.
Yeah, good evening. How you doing?
Fine, thank you,
Can
Dr.
you
Chance.
pronounce the name for me, please? You're welcome.
Chukudu.
Okay, Shukudum. Okay. How you doing?
Chukudu.
Okay.
Fine, sir.
So what's your question?
Please, thank you for all you've been doing. I appreciate. My question is, please, the meeting for last 2 weeks, I need the recording. I wasn't in that meeting. I didn't even know of this. I didn't check my WhatsApp and the Telegram, so I didn't get notice of that time. I don't know if you can send the recording to me or something.
Okay, we will upload them tomorrow then, and then post it on the platform then.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Have a good evening.
Thank you.
Kindly go ahead. Bontiera, is that a French name?
Hi, good evening.
Yes, good evening, madam. How you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. I really want to appreciate you. You are doing a good job, and I'm very glad to be part of this movement. I want to really thank you. And my question basically is, I just joined, and I think this week I'm yet to complete the I don't think I'm up. I think I'm in 1.4, let's say 1.4 thereabouts.
Okay.
Understanding your market, and also I saw the post you made today concerning the Get to Paid challenge that is going to happen for 90 days, and I want to know how to be part of that also. And concerning the Facebook, I want to ask, is it possible to because my personal page has my name, but the email I used to open the accounts, I've not been able to access it. I use Yahoo and I don't have the email anymore. Is it possible to, because if I want to change anything, they'll refer me to the email address. Yeah, so and I can't access the email at the moment. So I don't know if he's able to if I should continue with the Facebook page or get someone else to Facebook account to use, because you mentioned that the account has to be old account. I want to know how long an account should be before you tell me it's old account. I don't really understand that, what you mean by
Okay.
old or new account. And
Okay.
lastly, I'm into beauty business, and
Okay.
I don't think I am equipped enough, or I don't know how well enough I am in that industry, because even me, I'm still trying to start up. I don't think I'm will I say I'm proud enough to go into teaching other people. And concerning the class I've attended so far, I have gotten some ideas that would help me. Like I got a topic that I want to start working on already, though I'm still following up the class, and I'm trusting that I'll be able to perfect the plan as the day goes by. So
Okay.
I don't know if it's possible to just work on the course, then I am going to start afresh on the course, or I should try and equip myself more on the beauty business so I can be able to teach better. So that is where I am stuck.
Okay. So the first question is about the Get Paid to Learn mentorship platform. So for that is you in lesson 1.7, you're going to get access to how to create your link. You just have to have the link. That is your own partnership link. Then that's all you need, and then be available for the training we are going to do on that, how to take advantage of that platform. You know, that the goal for that platform is just to ensure that you can have something on the side that is bringing in something while you're working on your own products as well. And then as regards to the Facebook account, which is you don't have access to your email address. So what I would say is if you've tried to unlock your, what's it called? If you've tried to get access to your email, it doesn't work, you can go change the email there though. As long as you can still log in into the account, you can change the email on the account. If you go to your settings, there's a settings around that. Just check on Google how do I change my primary email for my Facebook account, right? They're going to show you how to do that. Change your email and then input a new email there. Yeah, they're going to allow you to do that. And then I think when you do that, you don't need a new account anymore. But what I deem an old account, I'm talking about accounts that are at least 3 months old, 3 to 6 months old, right? Because if it's too fresh, they're going to assume that you are, what this pandemic of Yahoo boys do now. They just create a new account and use it to scam people. So they will assume that that's one of the things you are doing. So they would put that account on high priority scam, there's a word for it. But that's why it's very important you have at least 3 months account, or at least six months account, right? And if you're lucky, you have the old Facebook account. That is for, if you've created yours from years back, fine. But at least 3 months. So on the aspect of your product. There are two things I really look at when it comes to solving any problem. The first is, do I enjoy this process? Like, why is the enjoyment factor very important? It's because if the reason why the Profit Automation Masterclass is a very detailed and a great product is because you could see my enthusiasm in that when I'm teaching that thing, right? You could see that this person is I'm not just coming from a place whereby I'm teaching something I don't love, right? I'm not genuinely into, right? But you could see that I am very, very, well equipped with what I'm sharing because of the passion behind it, right? Because I enjoy the entire process. I love it. It's something I obsess. I think over and over as I go to bed. This entire system, how it works and everything, because it's I realize it's the only tool that would get me out of where I was coming from. So the point I'm making here is that as long as it's something that you can genuinely really enjoy, I would suggest you start trying to talk about it, right? And ask yourself, if I want to make this thing better, how do I make it better? Are there people in this environment, in this field that I can go learn from? Can I go on YouTube and search more about this thing, how to do this, how to do that, right? If it's something you genuinely want to learn more about, it gives you a very good advantage, because at the end of the day, that will make you different in the market, right? Because people are going to see through you. If you're somebody who's just coming out to just share something you read somewhere, they're going to see it through the way you deliver it, because you can't hide it, you can't fake it, right? But if it's something you genuinely, do the work to go learn more about, you spend time on YouTube searching for people who are doing this thing, and you are consuming their content, trying to also, be better at it yourself, then it's going to show too. So that's the first criteria. The second criteria now is this something that you think people are going to pay for, right? And because that's very, very important, because you don't just want to say, because I enjoy this thing, that I have to go create something around it, right? It must be something that people are going to pay for. How do you know that? That's why we talk about the testing strategy. Come up with a framework, right? And just test it and see what people say. Because at the end of the day, you see, there's one thing I tell every of my students is that the market is going to tell you, they're going to give you their feedback. I can give you the best advice and, tell you all the aspect of this entire thing. If you don't go into the markets, you wouldn't really know what's going to sell, right? But the market is going to tell you that this thing is going to sell. And then from there, you now know that, okay, let me go deeper on this. So you might have 4 or 5 things you enjoy. You try the first one, doesn't work. Try the second one, it doesn't work. Try the third one, it doesn't work. And then one will just catch fire and be like, oh, wow, we love this one. Let's go with this one. Before you know it, you can start developing on that. So that's how I'm going to approach it. Try it and see how it goes.
Okay.
Yes. Is that all?
Yeah, that will be all for now. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you too. So, yes, Philomena. Yeah. Phenomenal. Philo.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, sir.
Hey, madam. Good evening. How are you doing?
Fine, thank you. Okay,
You're welcome.
I thank you for the good work you are doing for us.
You're welcome.
You are such an amazing leader. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
The question I want to ask is that I'm in network marketing.
Okay.
So I want to ask that, okay, if I have so much knowledge in this network marketing, so can it be advised for me to set it as a product for people to buy? Because there's a lot of things that people need to know in this our current economy, because people are going through stuff. Their mental status is not functioning the way they wanted, because a lot of things have been happening into people's lives. So I want to ask that, can I use this? Because I wanted to start showing it on social media, but I don't know how to go about it. So I was just on Facebook scrolling when I saw your advert, and then I just clicked the link. And when you explained brief about your product, I like it. That's why I said, okay, let me give it a try. And as I've given it a try, I'm enjoying it. It's giving me more value, and it's putting me in how to go about what I wanted to do. So I want to ask if it will be advised for me to put it out there, showing people the product I have, and then let me see if it can buy or not.
Okay.
Is it advisable?
Yes, as long as it's something that you know that it's helping you. So if it's something you want to share, fine, you can do that. The thing you just need to focus on is coming up with a good offer, right? Don't just come up with, I want to show, I'm a network marketer, I want to show you how to become a network marketer. People really do not buy the idea of that, because most times the idea of network marketing, people relate it to something bad. Like, I have to go talk to this person, right? So if you have a unique strategy that's helping you, right, you could focus on two individuals. One, you can select one of these individuals. One could be a beginner network marketer, somebody who already knows about the industry, but they don't know how to succeed in it. That's a good client, customer base or customer avatar to focus on, and then come up with an offer that could help them succeed in it. The second will be somebody who doesn't, let me just finish, somebody who doesn't have an idea about network marketing at all. I think that's going to be a tough sell. But if you can break it down in such a way that the person can see the value in what you're trying to offer them, I think you have something there. You wanted to say something?
Okay, all right. So this network marketing already have a system, have a structure, and have a support.
Okay.
So you are not like people that doesn't know how to go about it, that like people that have tried and have failed. There's already a structure there, there's a support there, and there's a system whereby the person can follow and then learn it gradually for him to understand and work with it. So that's just it.
Okay, good. That's a good one. You can test it and see how it goes.
Okay.
Yeah, just follow the strategies in the program, right? Come up with an offer. What's the offer you want to offer these people, right? And then from there, that now becomes what you're selling. But don't sell it as, how do I put it now? If I'm doing network marketing, I did a training back in the day, that was about 2 years ago, for a company in the UK for around network marketing, right? The idea there is to help their recruiters, their downliners, I they call them, to recruit more liners, right?
Yes.
And the strategy we used was, we didn't come into the market to say, we want to show you how to recruit more downliners or be a marketer, right? Whether we came in and with a unique offer. So inside that offer, we now give them the training on how they can go about using social media to attract downliners, right, for their own business as well, to set up their own business, using the internet, the social media platforms. So that allowed them to, scale very, very well and grow well. So come up with a very, very, good offer, and then call people in and tell them about the offer and see how it goes.
All right, sir. Thank you so much. I really
You're welcome,
appreciate
madam. You're welcome. Have a wonderful evening. We are almost done. It's already 7:30. Our time is up already. So let's just quickly go through the remaining questions and can call it a day. Madam Esther, good evening. Kindly unmute yourself. She's not there. Kindly unmute yourself and go ahead with your question. She's not there. Okay, let's go to the next person. Dr. Sunday, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening, Dr. Sunday. How are you doing?
I'm fine, sir. Thank you very much for this section. I
You're
so much
welcome.
appreciate it, sir. All
You're
right.
welcome.
My question is that it's just like the one of our sisters here asked about this 1.7, how to generate the link for this 90 days challenge. So
Okay.
I don't know if that will be open for me too, because I just joined 3 days ago.
Okay.
So I'm still on the 1.3. So
Okay.
please, I don't know if it will be open so that I can have access to that.
Okay. So if you're not there yet, don't worry about it. When I'm doing the training for the Get Paid to Learn mentorship platform, the first we are going to start with is how to get your link. So don't worry about it.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Yes. You can just follow along the training, and then you get your link, and that's quite easy. So it's a very simple process.
Okay, sir. All right, sir. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. All right. Gaga, you avoid first, Mr. Festus, and these two people you've said something for. Let me just take other people's question first, because we are already approaching our closing time. Mr. George, kindly unmute yourself. Hello.
Good evening, Dr. Idris.
Yeah, good evening, Mr.
evening,
George.
Dr. Idris.
Good evening, Mr. George. How are you doing?
Good evening. I'm fine. Good evening, every other participants.
Yes.
Doctor, I so much enjoy every bit of the program since I got it.
Okay.
So, and that first week, when you talk about choosing your whatever niche you want to eat, and that it should be something we have tested ourselves and that work for us. So that was then I now begin to look at myself. I have skills, but what was important in my mind happened to be how people can enjoy their marriage, because by God's grace, I've enjoyed it. And when you talk about break the thing down based on what you do, I keep listening to that part over and over. Then the challenge I have, as I try to put my offer out there, marriage is a very broad thing. So I have some challenges because actually I limit myself to the things people do that will bring happiness in their relationship as husband and wife. So I don't know how do you look at it? How areas I need to really channel my offers? That's just my question, Doctor.
Okay. The thing about marriage, it's just like you said, it's a broad concept. It's in itself, right? So for me, I will look at, what will be your own unique proposition in the market, because it cannot just be about how to make your marriage better, right? It cannot just be about this, right? It could be around how to communicate, maybe have a good communication relationship with your partner or whatever, or how to manage your finances as a couple, right? Or whatever, specific results that you could focus on, that that is causing a lot of issues in marriages. That is, I always like to pinpoint what's the main problem I'm trying to solve, right? So it cannot just be about marriage in its whole entirety, right? So let it be around one specific problem. So this is where I would advise you to go around playing with perhaps your own thought process, or with ChatGPT itself, and ask, okay, what are major problems that marriage people face? The major ones that lead to divorces. What are the major ones, right? When you identify the major ones, then now from your own experiences, you can now come up and say, okay, I can solve this particular one problem. And then that now becomes where you build your entire offer around, right? This doesn't mean that you cannot You cannot include, this doesn't mean that you cannot include the other broader things around marriage in that offer. But when you are selling it or you are offering it out there, you're only targeting this specific problem, not this entire thing. So that way, the person who's going through that problem will know that, oh, this is for me specifically. The person just mentioned this. This is, you are talking to me already. So that's just how I would look at it.
Thank you so much, Doc.
You're welcome, Mr. George. So let's go to yes. Let's go to Adelakun. Mr. Adelakun Oluniyi. I think I tried for that name though.
Yeah, so thank you, Doc.
Good evening.
I'm very good at what you are doing. You are doing so well. In fact, somebody like you is so we can hardly find somebody that can just come out and then give somebody idea of special offer that you are giving to us. I pray God will continue to help you.
Thank you.
Well, what I'm trying to see, I'm trying to see the training. I've reached towards the end of it, but then I am still developing my product. But towards the end of it, I'm trying to see how workable some things will work. Like this, when we are looking at the WordPress, when we want to load, if I want to put something inside, because they say they allow 2 websites inside, something like that. So I'm trying to see if it's going to be possible, because when we are beginning to put plugin inside, like for example, if somebody wants something like want to put blogging, and then education course. So if somebody is trying to put the plugin, will it not affect the other one? Oh, it's not going to affect the other one. If somebody wants to do 2, run 2 on one hosting plan like that.
I understand.
So what is the implication of it? That is my question, sir.
So personally, for me, as everything I do, I like making sure that clarity is a very, very big thing for me, right? Focus as well. So one of the things I will tell you to do is, focus on just what we are doing first, right? So when you finally build that entire thing, you can now diversify your attention to other things for now. Because the main thing is, if you start adding multiple things, you are going to dance around the main thing you are supposed to do, which is get this thing to work and start making money, right? So we don't want to distract ourselves with the things that are not going to generate us money for now, right? So even though you could work around adding a blogging website and all of those things inside the same hosting plan, that's not really needed at the moment. Let's focus on the main automation systems. And I hope that before you got there, you've already started getting momentum in selling your products and getting a good feedback from the market before you start working on that side of the automation, because it's very, very important that you have the 3 things dialed in. Number 1 is your conversion mechanism. That's very, very important. Number 2 is your offer. Very, very important. Number 3, it's your ads. That is the thing that's going to bring people in, right? Those 3 things is what makes this entire business: offer, conversion mechanism, and your ad. That's why you see them. They came before we talk about automation. Once you have those 3 things ready, then automation becomes very, very easy, because now the automation is about scaling, right? Whereby I don't want to deal with, spending time with one-to-one person anymore. I just want to have a system that can convert 100 people, 200 people, 300 people, like that. So that's how this entire thing works.
Yeah. Thank you so much, because that it is better, to build some people, started giving them some taste of something. When they start tasting it in the blog, from there you will gather many people together. Before you know what's happening, they begin to even give you some answers to some of the problems, some things, before you now launch your this thing. And then before you know what's happening, they will grab everything. Before you know what's happening, you are gone.
I
so
understand.
that's why I'm just
I understand, but you see that strategy is going to take you, like, for me, I always like to. There's a concept I learned a while back, which is ROI on my time. The return on investment on my time. So I wouldn't do a blog because it's going to take me too long to gather the people I need. Right? That's organic way of gathering people. It's too complicated, stressful, and it's not really worth it because it's going to take you years. People who started blogs years back, they've not really seen anything from blogs now. I'm not discouraging you to start your blog. I'm just saying that if it's this thing you want to build, follow the system that has already been laid out, right? And then from there, you are going to see momentum, and then from there, you start getting results in. The most important thing we need here is results. So, start blogging, and that's not really what's going to give you results. What's going to give you result is that do the work, get your offer, and start reaching out to people if they want the offer. If somebody says they want it, oh yeah, this is how much the offer costs. Make payment. Oh, I have 2 people, 3 people, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 persons. Now I can go start building my product. I have my product ready. Look at the product you paid for. You test the product. What's your review? What's your opinion? I don't like this part. Okay, let me work on that. I don't like this part. Let me work on that. Work on it until you have something that they say, wow, this is really beautiful. My review is that your product is really exceptional. Okay, now I have something that people want. I can now go to start scaling, right? You see how it works. So you're not really putting in work into something that has not been verified and tested yet. I don't want to waste time. I don't want to waste my energy. I don't want to waste my money on anything. I just want to ensure that everything I put my time and money into, I have to get a return on investment on that. So that's really the concept for that.
Exactly. Thank you so much. I'm grateful.
You're welcome. Have a good evening. Yes. Festus, we are going to come to you. Let me just finish with this person. Is it Bonnie? Sonny, yes.
Okay.
Thank
Thank you very much. Yeah, good evening, doctor. How are you?
Yeah, I'm all right. How are you doing?
Yeah, mine is more of observation and probably, trying to see how we can, look at our time. Time is very important. This is executive. This is supposed to be executive program. It should be timely, and people should always ask questions that is direct. There are people that keep on repeating the same thing and then ask questions. I think there should be a moderation on questions because I discovered that people are asking questions that have been answered, and this took time for us. Please, if somebody have asked question, don't repeat it. If you come late, just say at the back and go back to the. Thank God you're downloading the what we've done here today. Because I'm just asking that we should look at it, time because some of us are very busy. I was thinking it's 1 hour program. If it's 1 hour, let's make it 2. And if it's 7 o'clock, start 7 o'clock. Even if it's 2, 3 people. Nigerian time has always been a problem I have. Once it's 7, start it. And anybody who's coming late, queuing. Then my question, just question I want to ask. I know it's still early to ask this question, but are we still going to be part of the Instagram, YouTube, and other? Are we going to still go be part of it, or only Facebook we are facing? Just to know. Thank you.
Amazing. Thank you so much for that. That matter you raised because it's very, very important. We actually started by 6 p.m. Normally it's supposed to be an hour because of the different questions. So I think I'm going to also come up with a different strategy to ensure that we can filter questions and ensure we don't repeat questions for the next class. So we're going to think through that. Thank you so much. As regards to the question around if it's going to be Instagram and other platforms. So Facebook, that's Meta, controls Facebook and Instagram. So that's your business account is what you're going to use to manage your ads on Facebook and Instagram directly. So that one covers that platform. So for YouTube and Google and all those other platforms, I do not recommend them for beginners because they are more expensive, number one. And also more complicated. So it's only for advanced marketers. I recommend those. So but you can get all the results you need for just those two platforms alone, Facebook and Instagram, because they are the dominant in the market when it comes to marketing, online marketing. They are the number one in the entire world, right? Facebook and Instagram. And that's what we talked about in the program, Facebook and Instagram. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, you're welcome. So our time is up. We still have some few people here. Please just rush through your questions, yeah? These people have come up before. Just rush through your question. Kindly go ahead. Victoria.
Protocol duly observed, Dr. Charles. Sorry for another question, but it's for me to be clarified. You know, as you refer me back, that I should open another business Facebook. So I went back and verified that they suspended. I have it before, but they suspended it. Unluckily, I have been struggling to use it. But currently, as I log in, I saw it, and they say that I verified it, that they're releasing it for me. Can it be used again, or should I further to create another Facebook business account? Because as I'm discussing with you, I've logged in there, and I'm rectifying the problem that were giving me the access to enter the business account again.
So there's a way to try and verify if you're, when they tell you they suspended it, read the statement there. If they ask you to verify or do something to try to review it, right? Follow the processes and make sure, that's why I talk about, make sure that your name is the same as your valid ID, right? So read the instructions they give you there. If they verify it, if they suspend it and they tell you that you have the opportunity to review it, and then do whatever they ask you to do. But if they cannot, if they say you are not able to review it, that is permanent, that decision is final, that means you have to get a new one. So that's just the thing. So they're going to give you the instructions in there that, oh, your account has been suspended for so reason. Click here to verify or to do whatever thing you need to do. So follow up, do whatever they ask you to do to verify it, and then they will not get back to you and tell you, okay, with what you did, good. But with we couldn't verify it, or we could verify it, whatever thing they tell you there. But if they tell you that there's no option of review, that means it's permanent.
Yes, they told me that I have option of reviewing it now. But the one you are saying about the ID, I open it with my business account. So I don't know this issue of ID you mentioned.
Your personal account. Check your personal account.
Okay.
Whether you open a business account, it must link to a personal account. So that personal account, yes, I believe should be your own personal account.
It's a link with my personal account.
Great. Then use it then.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Follow the instructions. Yeah, follow the instructions and see what they say. All right, let me take the second person. All right. Ijen Ganga, this your name is always very difficult for me. I think you are going to pronounce this name when you come up. Yeah, just go through your question very quickly. Huh? It's what? Your name is what? Ijen Ganga. Is it Yoruba? Okay. Oh yeah, go ahead with your question. Your audio is very, very poor. I can't hear you clearly at all.
I'm so sorry. Can you hear me better?
Yeah, just go ahead with your question.
Okay, thank you once again. I really appreciate it, and I am busy. Thank God for the privilege given to be part of the academy. Okay, my question is regarding the lengthy hello, sir.
Yeah, go ahead. Just go ahead. I'm
pay as you learn.
Okay.
Please, I want to ask a question here, sir.
Go ahead. We don't have time, please.
Does it need a qualification to be part of the talent
No, not at all. We are going to talk about that later on. Just
And
don't worry about it.
secondly, you told us that you create a link. So I choose a link regarding heartbroken healing and healing in heartbroken relationships. That is the link I choose in web health rather, a health sector. So I tried creating a video, like I said in my Telegram, that I created a video out there to like see how people see it or the idea they get from me. But unfortunately, I wasn't getting any response. I was just getting normal life.
Send the video to my assistant. Yeah, she will guide you on what's wrong and what's right with the video, so she can guide you on that as well. Okay, and as for the Get Paid to Learn mentorship platform, we are going to talk about it in our next section. So don't worry about it.
Yeah, I think the WhatsApp number.
Yeah, the WhatsApp number, yes, WhatsApp number. Or just post it inside you can post it inside the Telegram group too. I'm also inside there. I'll take a look as well.
Okay.
All right. Have a wonderful evening. Let me take from Stephen first before you. I think you've asked the question before. This is our. Go ahead, Mr. Stephen.
Hello. Good evening, Doc.
Yeah, good evening, Mr. Stephen. How are you doing?
Doing great. Thank you for all you do. I think I just want to ask, somebody talked about losing a Facebook account or being suspended and all that. Yeah. I had that incident recently and I thought my account was hacked, but later following through, I find out that the account was suspended together with my Instagram and both. Okay. So later I investigated the process, reading through the post Meta sent to me. I did change of name on my account. Okay. So I went to NIM to make all the corrections and the change of name. So that led to the place of suspension of my old account because what I went and changed does not match with the original details of the account. So they had to suspend it. Even when I tried to reactivate it, I wasn't getting it. So at the end of the day, I had to create a new account. I have a new Facebook account. I have a new Instagram account. And like you said, if these accounts are not up to 3 to 6 months, it will be seen as maybe a medium for these fraudsters to use to maybe hack or to do whatever business. Meaning that for now, I'm not eligible to participate in this. This is just what I wanted to confirm, please.
Okay. So how long how long is the account so far? How old is the account, I mean? So what I could say for that is that if you could get somebody's account, maybe somebody around you that has a Facebook account that you could use to create a page, you could move the page later on down the line to your own account when your own accounts are matured, right? That's also one thing. So that's changing of name on Facebook is very, very difficult because most times they flag it and they assume that somebody has already hacked your account and they're trying to steal the account. So that's why they flag it most times. So I would say you either get somebody's account that is up to that, let them just create it and then send you. They can attach the only thing you just need is the business team. It just depends on if you have somebody. For me, that thing happened to me. I had to get somebody close to me to do that, and then before my own app became mature until I switched. So that's how it works. Mr. Is that clear though, Mr. Steven? Okay, they can't unmute themselves, yeah.
It's okay. I think I get you. So
All right.
It's okay. Thank you very much. Yeah.
No, you too. Have a wonderful evening.
You too.
This is our last question for the day. Mr. Adelekun.
Yes, my doc. Thank you, sir. Thank you for allowing me another time. My question is, when I try to download the SIP for the plugin, the thing was, I tried to open it and it was reading you have 9 days before the thing expires or something like that. So I'm now asking, what is the meaning of that?
What link?
The link you gave us for the SIP, for the plugin, that automated and the other duplicator.
Okay.
So after downloading to get the SIP out, so that I now open the SIP and now see that they are saying that it's 9 days before the thing expires or something like that, before you pay or something like that. So I now want to hear about. I want to know what is the implication, sir.
Can you just send perhaps take a screenshot and send it on the Telegram group? Let me see what you're talking about.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yes, yeah. Have a wonderful day. So I've seen some questions on. Let me just go through these questions. Somebody said I sent topics on the comment section. I wanted to ask if once skip the organic sales and go straight to. Yes. Personally, I don't advise you do that, to skip the organic sales. So the person is trying to know if they want to skip. It's advisable to skip the organic process to test your product. I don't advise you do that, because when you come to automated sales, you are going to be spending money to sell that thing. So if you have not done the work to ensure that that is something people want, you are just going to be wasting your money. At the end of the day, you ain't going to get sales. This is where people now go, I didn't make any sales, right? But if you've been able to get some proof of concept that, oh, this thing is something people want, when you go into the internet to start spending money to sell it, it's going to be profitable. So it's like spending 1,000 to make 2,000, right? Because you know that the system works. So I don't advise you skip this stage at all, that first stage of the experiment. That's the experimental stage. Do not skip it at all. Somebody said, good evening, I'm at the noisy place, please. Oh. Yes, you can create products and services beyond Nigeria. I have products that are selling outside Nigeria. But the only problem is this, right? The infrastructure is limited. For instance, now, for me to sell products outside Nigeria, I had to spend almost about $1,000 in registering for a company abroad, and then they had to give me Stripe account, and from there I have to get a US bank account and all of these other things. Then that allowed me to now, build a system that's going to work for outside Nigeria. So the infrastructure is not really there. And when it comes to running ads, you don't want to go with all these third-party infrastructures like they have platforms out there that can allow you pay multi-currencies. But the problem with that is that there's no solid way to track what's going on, in the sense that, like, you cannot have a system that can allow you, okay, I spent 1,000 naira or 20,000 naira on this thing, right? There's no system in place that can allow you track how many people is actually seeing this thing, how they are actually responding to it, right? That system is not applied to those their infrastructures in Nigeria yet. So that's why I always, focus every funnel to a specific place. If I'm creating a funnel for just Nigeria, I make it just Nigeria. That entire business must be just focused on Nigeria. If I want to sell that same product abroad, I have to create something else for abroad audience, because the infrastructures are different. That's the only thing. I would say you stick to Nigeria market, because we have over, I think, is it 200 million people in Nigeria? So imagine the richest man in Nigeria makes his money from Nigeria, selling to Nigerians. So there's money in this country. You just need to position yourself rightly. So let's go to the other one. Okay, answer that one. I'm joining now. Challenge with my phone. Okay, Dr. Odudu. So your question is, which area should you go for? I would suggest you at least use the strategies in the week 1 and come up with a framework for each of these different things you are qualified to speak about, right? And test it. Then the one that you see that people want, go all in on that one first. Then you build that one, and then you cannot come back when you finally automated that system. You cannot come back and then start working on other ones. That's how I'm going to approach this. This is for people who have multiple things they can go into. Focus on one area first, one problem first, and build a system around that, and then test the market to see how it looks like. People are already complaining. Anyways, thank you so much for joining me. We'll have this session next week by 6 p.m. Saturday next week, 6 p.m. So if there's any changes, we are going to update you. Thank you so much. Make sure you are part of the Telegram community. And I wish you a wonderful evening ahead, and take care of yourself. Have a wonderful week. Have a wonderful week, guys. This is it for today.
Thank you very much. Enjoy the lecture.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Amazing. I wish all of you guys.
Thank you so much. I appreciate your
so much.
and the effort.
Amazing. Good.
Thank you so much, sir. I really appreciate it.
So I joined late. I hope you will post it on the.
Thank you, Dr. Idris. Thank you. I really enjoyed a bit of the meeting. Thank you, Dr.
You're all welcome.
Very, very educating.
More grace to your able.
God bless you, sir. Bless. Good night.
Thank you so much. God bless you, sir.